Yeah, we live back.
Shalom.
Well,
First and foremost, we give all praise to say Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Harakakadash, the blood of our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and salutation to the elect scattered across the four corners of the planet Earth, whatever I and Yahweh here with another lesson. Right, it's based off of our video that we're going to show. Right, let's go run the video.
God said to prepare your breakfast water today.
Because he deserves to die.
God said,
Can you tell me like what this is?
you got a question?
Yeah. Can you just like explain, I guess, what you're doing or what your group represents?
Okay, according to the Bible, black people, Hispanic people, Native American Indians, we are the 12 lost tribes of the nation. According to biblical history, world history, and archaeology, so on and so forth.
So what does your group represent? What's your message? If you could give your message in one sentence, what would it be?
That's what one says is that we are the chosen people of God in Christ. Christ is the black man according to the Bible. Christ is
Right, so that's why the brother answer her question in the most applicable manner. Right? In the most applicable manner. Thus say the Lord.
Khan, there's the name of the video. Thus say the Lord.
America did to God. And with the angels, what they call UFOs, really the beagles are the angels, what they call UFOs. Christ gonna come to deliver the 12 tribes of the nation Israel from the.
Okay, that. This is Revelation chapter what? Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren, and have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship, the testimony of Yahushai. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. Right?
Khan.
What these brothers, right? I personally don't know who these brothers are, but they are Hebrew Israelites and they represent. Right? So, you know, they give the testimony of Yahweh Yahushai. And the testimony of Yahweh Yahushai is true. Right?
Khan.
Scripture just said that it's the spirit of prophecy. So they're prophesying. And that is the spirit of Yahushai to prophesy, to tell before time was about to happen, because he said his glory is not going to give to any other. None of the gods of these heathens, of these other nations, they are gods. Esau is not a god. This Edomite female is out of order, right? Addressing the men of the Lord, or men overall, right? But she's going to be put to death. She's not a god. She's not a power. She's going to be put to death. She and her people. And this is what the brothers. This is the message that the brothers are pushing, and it's a righteous message, a true message. Nothing is wrong with that. We don't care how you feel, but it's the truth.
Yeah, the truth.
Right? We stand. For later in the video, she's gonna call us petty. Right? I fall underneath the umbrella, and I'm sure brother Yahweh does too. Right? All the brothers that stand for Yahweh, but Shimei, shall we stand underneath the umbrella, because he said we are pussies, because we stand behind the Bible. We don't want to say what we want to say of our own strength. Yes, we're saying it of our strength. We are saying it of our own strength, because the God of the Hebrews is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and we are reading his words. That's our strength. His words is our strength. His words is our comforter. His words is our power. That's the power he gave us the understanding of his word, and his word is what prophecy. Right? You can say what I had to say before I play.
Yeah, these Edomites, right? You so-called white people, you are the Edomites of the Bible, right? And your future is slavery, right? You gotta pay for the things that you do on the earth, right? Which is 1,000 years slavery according to Revelation 18, and after 1,000 years slavery, Obadiah 1 and 18. So we telling y'all what was written down as it was written. You understand? The judgment already written for you Edomites. So we just telling you Edomites, what's your future? You understand? This is how we do it. We are just messengers. You understand? This is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai battle. The Most High say, let me get this quick precept before the brother continue. Right? This is the Most High battle, so we just telling y'all the truth. You understand? I was reasoning with I even know way back in the world, and I was telling you the truth is a pill that it don't, when you swallow it, it don't go down nice. While lie is go down smooth. You know? Right? And this is what the Most High say. This is because one of the Edomite in this video, right? The Edomite woman, we gotta let you so-called, you self-proclaim white people. You understand? You self-proclaim because you call yourself white. We know the word white means righteous, pure, pureness, innocency, upright. And we know you the spirit and you so-called white people is not upright. You understand? We know these things. So we can call y'all by your biblical name, which y'all are Edomite. Right? She's saying that with the Edomite say, oh, this was written long before slavery, and she correct with that. She correct with that. But these is things that the Most High said gonna happen, and it did happen. You understand? So these people don't have a clue. Even to other people, they come up when they hear certain things, they get all emotional. You understand? Because what? They don't have the understanding. And these people out here not humble. That's why El Pastor Tar said, these so-called Babylonians, which mean these so-called American, they are fools. Hey, everybody outside America know that these so-called American, they're foolish. They don't know nothing. Because what? Esau blind the masses of the people. Right? So let me just read this and we go back into the video. This is Exodus chapter 17, verse 14. And the Lord Yahweh said unto Moses, write this for a memorial in a book and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under the heaven. And this is you so-called white people.
That's right.
You understand? So the Most High tell Moses to put it in a book, right? And write it for a memorial and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, right? He said, let me jump to verse 16. He said, for he said, because the Lord Yahweh had sworn that the Lord Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So this is the Most High war. So the Most High saying, this is the Most High words that we speak in. The Most High set up these brothers to speak these words. So we speak in the Most High word and telling you Edomites, which is you so-called white people, that this is your judgment. That's how we doing. You understand? This how we telling you what about to happen to you people.
And the reason why I'm not we'll get another point when they come up. Right?
Good.
Yahweh shies our power. We don't have power and strength on our own. Right?
Good.
Yahweh shies our power. That's why we read and stick to the words of the script. Because we can't go off if we stick to the script. Right? You spoke about it being better than just now. So this is Revelation chapter 9, verse 8. And the voice which I heard from heaven spake unto me again, and said, go and take the little book which is open in the hand of the angel which standeth upon the sea and upon the earth. And I went unto the angel and said unto him, give me the little book. And he said unto me, take it and eat it up, and it shall make thy belly bitter, but it shall be in thy mouth sweet as honey. And I took the little book out of the angel's hand and ate it up, and it was in my mouth sweet and as honey. And as soon as I had eaten it, my belly was bitter. Right? So that bitter going into what the hardships that we know we have to go through. Right? We have to go through what? Hey, we had slavery, right? Because we know we had the understanding of why we went through all these different things. And we knowing that, hey, everything was being done all over again. We in the Genesis, we in the growth of the nation all over again. And then we're going to be acted up, leaving out of the second Egypt, which is what? America, Babylon. The spirit
Done.
of Babylon is spread out in all the different provinces, right?
Done.
And what part of that bitterness is for you to eat off. It is that bitterness is that you're gonna be destroyed, right? So I'm gonna touch back on the video.
Done.
This current captivity that we're in.
Okay, and what is your group called?
We are the Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible.
Is this the group that was at the Covington Catholic controversy, telling the white kids there that their intestines should be strewn all over the ground? Is this the same group?
We are not the same group, but we all teach to use the Bible to back up what we're saying. So they use the Bible, we use the Bible. You know what I'm saying? So we scattered to the folks on the earth teach the word of God according to the Bible. That's what we teach. So the truth is, go back to Isaiah.
So they were also black Hebrew Israelites.
You see that there? She don't want the word to come out. They don't want the word to come out. They don't want the word of righteousness to come out. So she cut them and tried to put them down the narrative, which is that they're also what black Hebrew Israelites. I'll pull it back.
So they were also black Hebrew Israelites. Were they not the same group?
Not black Hebrew Israelites. We are Hebrew Israelites.
Was that not the same group involved in that Covington case at the Washington D.C. Memorial? Was that not the same group?
We're not the same group, but we know them. We are feeling.
Will you disavow the things that they said to those white kids?
What things we talking about? Disavow what?
They said that they were incest, they were cousin, they're going to hell. They said that their intestines should be strewn across the floor. Can you disavow those statements?
Give me Isaiah 14:21.
Will you just disavow? Will you disavow that they told those teenage kids that their intestines should be strewn across the floor?
Let's do what God got to say, okay?
Will you disavow it? Someone that knows them.
Represent God. We know them, they represent God. So we're going to read you what God got to say, okay?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
I don't think prepare slaughter for his children in the Caucasian race. Prepare slaughter for their children. Go ahead.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
So what your forefathers did during the time of.
So you won't disavow it.
Right? You hear me?
Done.
Right? So she wants them to disavow what they said, what we say, what we preach, right?
No, what
Right?
she's saying, she wanted to disavow with the brothers, with the other camp saying that when that the rally with the native,
the reason why I said how I said is because we all preach the same thing, right?
Done.
That they're going up, they are incest babies. For example, the law that they set up above the nation, it's Sergio Borgia. Sergio Borgia he had incest with his sister, right?
Done.
So they are incest babies. The intestines gonna be strong out. Be it children or be adults, be it males or women. These things is gonna happen. There's nothing to disavow. It's true, right? Because when they were doing it, when they was using the Bible, right? When they was using the Bible and they were using the prophecies to benefit them, right? Nobody didn't ask them to disavow it, right? Nobody didn't advocate otherwise. Everybody they hold it. They kept it. They understood it and because they wanted us to come down. They wanted us as a nation to come down and not to be a nation anymore. Right? So going back to Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family that I have brought up from the land of Egypt, right? Only you have I known of all the families of the earth. I think I read it right. Reading the wrong scripture. Joel chapter 3.
Done.
Joel chapter 3, verse 1. For behold, in those days, that in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also the jump now. Verse 3. Right? Joel chapter 3, verse 3. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink. And what have he done? Yeah, but like I said, basically, right? You all had us in slavery, and you all did us all these same wickedness. Because what? You all, when you all split up our families, when you all take our women, rape them, right? When you murder and rob us, when you took our women, hang them upside down, cut the bellies open, and stomp on our children, that was taking our intestines and burning them, all these different things, right? What about that? What about the history of what you actually done? We say what the Lord in His righteousness is coming back to do, our power, right? Which is justice, which is recompense for what you all did to us in the first place. But you're trying to twist the narrative now to make it what an emotional response that we and demonize us, the nation of Israel, right? The elect, the ones who are woken, right?
God,
Because two-thirds don't give one ass about what's going on. Two-thirds just the scripture said that they still are mud, they're asleep, they're sedated, they have no clue of what's going on. They don't
God.
desire, neither neither do they care about what's going on in the real world, right?
Just like Betty right there. Betty ain't got a clue what's going on. Betty lost because Betty was or she own people lie to she too.
Yeah.
So she ain't got a clue what's going on.
But I'm not gonna be her ignorance is not gonna save her. She's gonna slip.
Nah, she's an Edomite. She's an Edomite. They're not gonna justify she because she was back there. She was back there going along with it, and she living now in what? She
And
got
Benny,
all the privilege. She got all the privilege. She living off of what? The blood, sweat, and tear of our people.
why
So she guilty.
yeah. She has the privilege to even be a reporter there interviewing us as though she has some authority as what freedom of the press. However, she feels as a feminist because she makes some statements that goes to show that she is a feminist, even though she denounced feminism within the interview. Right? So I'll play.
They got double tongue.
I think it's okay to say that to teenagers.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Now give me Luke.
I'm gonna take that as a yes. You guys think it's okay to say that? I just want a yes or a no. Yes or no. Yes or no. Do you think it's okay to treat them like that? Yes or no?
Look at that man down there.
I'm gonna take that as a no. I'm gonna take that as a no. I'm gonna take that.
You see the privilege that he does, put words in his mouth, but nevertheless, we stand by what we say according to the scriptures. We stand by what we say. That's the integrity. That's the integrity.
Okay.
We stand by what the Lord says.
That as a no. That's gross. You won't disavow, but you disavow it.
Was not the black people in the time of slavery, was not their children used for alligator bait? Was not their children fingers cut off?
I am asking if it's okay that someone you know that's in your organization told these teenagers. Well, I will answer your question. I will. Is this toxic masculinity?
No, we showing you.
Oh, I'm not a feminist.
Who is this toxic masculinity she says? And she says she's not a feminist, but she is. Right? Because really, actually, you're not supposed to keep silence in the churches and you are here, and you're not supposed to be in the union congregation, you're supposed to be out of here. Right? But we waiting on our Lord. Right? We waiting on our Lord. The time will come when we're going to take your out, you're going to take your down to the spirit and power your by showing yourself. Led by your opening yourself. Right? No, she wanted to be this. She's saying, is it right that somebody said it's a teenager, blah, blah, blah? Was it right that they put Emmett Till to death in such a violent way for something that he never did? All Emmett Till said that he saw. No, sorry, Emmett Till, yeah. Emmett Till, they said Emmett Till catcalled behind the girl, behind the woman. And years come out after she said that he never did it. Right? There was a next child that was put to death. Right? They was looking for 2 missing girls. Right? 2 missing girls. And he said he saw them. And ultimately they turned around him and they blamed him and they put him to death. All he do is say that he saw them earlier on in the day. Right? Was that right? But yet said you're playing the victim. right?
What about Margaret Sagar? Margaret Sagar.
Yeah,
What
she
what
what
what what what
um
fund what started the eugenics?
yeah,
What were put in place to start the eugenics program to
she was
exterminate the Negro race? What about she?
she was reported as saying that she wants to get rid of what the inferior race, calling the Negro
Yeah,
inferior race, right? But she disemboweled that statement. No, yet still, you know what? The Smithsonian was doing was giving honor unto her, Margaret
yeah,
Sanger, right?
yeah.
Somebody that wanted to eradicate a whole race, eugenics against a whole race. Right now, your whole Bill Gates in high regard. He and his wife, they are the new modern eugenics. They responsible.
120 million people on this board control planning parenthood for 120 million by 2020. They want to have a parent planning parenthood.
Can all the Georgia Guidestone, right? Keep your humanity on anything. All those statements. You speak as though you all have you speak as though you all are God, but you all are not God. The Most High will eradicate you all for your wickedness and your wicked intention and the wicked imagination of your heart. You all are hypocrites.
Hey, this were you Akim seeing it, right? Like the younger Akim
Yes.
like myself. Were you seeing it?
Well,
Yeah. So what to the younger Akims, we're witnessing here, right? Like myself, is good against evil. Because the scripture said Esau was estranged from the womb. It means Esau is a stranger to righteousness. Right? Everything that is right, Esau hate. So it's by we telling Esau his judgment, he don't want to hear that. You understand? He don't want to hear his judgment. So he gonna twist it up as the devil who he is, right? He gonna twist it up, and that's why hey, we gotta stick to the script because when in Hollywood these movie stars in Hollywood they don't go out of the script, they stick to the script, they stick to the role that they gotta play. So we gotta stick to this script. You understand? As our head say, El Pastor Tahar, when these devil come up, tell them the future, and that's it. We ain't gotta have no extra words to them. Tell them the judgment through the scriptures. What about them to them? You understand? This is how we doing. You understand? So this is the battle between Jacob and Esau. Right? This is how we pulling Esau down. You know, by telling the world the truth. You understand?
uh,
So what we're witnessing right now. Right?
uh,
Yeah.
I didn't do anything to you. I didn't do anything to you. Well, you disavow treating young children like that in public.
So I want to think the brother was saying the same way you guys did.
I didn't do anything to your children. No. How do you know where I'm from?
You're fine.
How do you know that?
We're looking at you.
How do you know my ancestors did anything to anybody?
What's your nationality then?
Now you're gonna ask because you don't know.
We already know. What's your nationality?
What did your ancestors do?
We came on the flag.
My first language is Spanish. I'm not.
you understand? What did your ancestors do? Our ancestors came here in bondage underneath your people. Right?
Yeah, because we sinned. We sinned. That's why we came. As the precept saying in Lamentation 5, we sinned. We sinned against our power, and that's why we came in slavery. The whole nation. You understand? We whole nation feel it. That's what we did. We break the covenant of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and he judge us. So we have to pay. We have to pay. We have to pay for the sins of our forefathers because we are our forefathers in the reincarnation. We are our forefathers.
This is Joel chapter 3, verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. It says, for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. But Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation. For I will cleanse their blood that I have not. For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed. For the Lord dwelleth in Zion.
Con. Yeah. Our piece of prayer there.
So,
So we have to pay. We have to pay for the iniquity that we commit. We have to pay for it. So you Edomites an exempt. You are the heathen nation and exempt. You gotta pay for what y'all do. All these other nations enslave us. So y'all gotta pay for that. And we just telling y'all the truth. You understand? We tell y'all the truth. This is Numbers chapter 34. No, yeah, so like in Numbers chapter 35, verse 33. He says, so shall he not pollute the land wherein he are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. Right? And how America was built. Let me get that. Right? So we just telling y'all the truth. We lay you know your judgment. That's how we doing. You understand? That's how we doing. Letting you people know your judgment. You know, we don't want no friends with you. We don't want no friends with you people. You people are adversary to righteousness.
while I get
You
to now one,
understand?
I can bring this while I get to now one.
Kinda.
This is Hebrews chapter 9, verse 22. Almost all things are by the law purged by blood, purged with blood, and without the shedding of blood is no remission of sin.
Yeah.
Right? So ultimately, a sin by what? By shedding our blood innocently, continually, time and
Yeah.
time again. You know. So the
Yeah.
most I'm gonna cleanse all that is what your eradication.
Yeah. So they gotta pay. Right? Um, this is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse verse 12. He said, woe to him that buildeth a tongue with blood and establish a city by iniquity. And that's how America was built. It was built after the blood of our ancestors. You understand? And you establish a city by iniquity. Look at democracy. Look at your ordinances. It's all iniquity. You understand? Look at your deeds. Right? So you people gonna be judged. You Edomites gonna be judged. And this is how we telling you people you're gonna be judged. Don't come up to we when you see on the highways and byways and try to play the victim. Hey, just like how your head tribes, the elite banking family, the Rothschilds, the Rockefeller, DuPonts, just like how there's accuse me before our father every day. Go and plead your cause because the most I said there is no mercy for you Edomites. Because you Edomites never show us no mercy.
Yeah.
Up to this day, y'all don't show us no mercy. So y'all not gonna receive no mercy. We just telling y'all the plain truth.
Yeah.
Right? We just telling y'all the plain truth. You understand? So y'all not gonna receive no mercy. Right? This is Malachi 3. No, let me get Zephaniah 3. Right? He said this is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 1. He said, woe to her that is filthy and polluted, the oppressing city. And that's what America. Most I say, woe, destruction. You understand? That is filthy. Your ordinance, your deeds is filthy. And the oppressing city. Look what America doing to Venezuela right now. Look what they're doing in Afghanistan. Look what they're doing in Syria. Look what they're doing in Libya, Somalia. Look at these things they're doing worldwide. They're oppressing people. Look what they're doing in Nicaragua, El Salvador. You understand? Come on. You people gotta pay for these things. You destroy the ocean. You understand? These will coming out on the land and give up the ghosts. You understand? You're destroying the air, the chemtrail. This 5G network that you're bringing, you're destroying the birds them. Come on, you devils gotta pay for these things. And we just reading out your judgment. We prophesied, as your brother mentioned earlier in the beginning of the video, the spirit of Yahweh, the spirit of prophecy. So we tell him before was your judgment.
Hey, so like, so that that's true. Open your mind. Okay, well,
Can,
so the latest movie Judge Dredd, so they had the old one, but they had the latest one. But still came back in the futuristic, you know, Judge Dredd was reading out his judgment. Because
can,
he was the centurion, and he was the judge, and he was the executioner, all in
can,
one, right?
can,
Judge, Judge Dredd, he read out a judgment, right? And that was you, Esau. That's what Esau does, because when Esau through the Masonic lodges and whatnot that they have set up, when the centurion, which is the police officer in it, right? When they say, hey, we're going and kill tonight, we're going and kill because hey, this man wanted, we're going to kill him. Well, you act as what? The officer, you act as the judge, the jury, and the executioner. And that is the pride of your heart, Esau, right?
can,
You act in all these posts, that's the pride of your heart. But you ultimately you have a try to judge, right? So now we reading out your judgment in the spirit and power of Yahweh in the spirit of righteousness,
can,
right? Is that enough is enough. Israel has had enough, and Israel of the Most High needs to be delivered because we believe in Him. We are calling upon His name, Yahweh in our. And as
can,
He has all done, He will deliver His elect, His chosen. This is Amos chapter 1 verse 11. Thus saith Yahweh, for three transgressions of Edom and for four, I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
can. Yes, have all pity. It didn't show the so-called Native American Indian no pity because they accept you with open hand. They teach you how to survive in the cold. They teach you how to
Bash what?
live off the land. Yeah,
Mhm.
can. You understand? They teach you these things how to clean yourself up. You know how to separate yourself from the animals. No live with the animals because you people are naturally beasts. Most I say you are beasts and men. So they accept you people and you devils, you Edomites with an open hand. And where you are turning to them. You are reward them evil for good.
Uh,
You understand? You slay them, you give them diseases, you take their land, you destroy all the buffaloes, all these things you devils did. You understand? You kill millions of Native American Indians, which is the tribe of Gab, the tribe of Reuben. You
uh,
understand? You guilty of all these things,
the trailer tears,
right?
backlash, wounded knee,
Can't the trail of tears, can you
you know,
understand?
because
You
of
you
the
devil you
native woman and breast.
can
So it's
can
stuff straight around as a ball. That's how you have the American football now. Like the
can
origin. There's a
can
there's a side called the Boston, I think it's Boston Redskin or whoever Redskin. What you did, you took you skin the natives, you know, and you wore the skin as pants on the
can
clothes, you know. Like some of the atrocities that they did for these people, right?
can
But yet still in your pride, you're up in our face and that we can't speak about the wickedness and can't speak about your judgment that's about to come down.
can you
About
understand? So these are things that you do. You understand? And this is fact. We're not making this up. These is
Esau,
things that you do, and then you turn
Esau,
whether
innocent, they're not innocent, they're acting all innocent, but they're not. They're guilty
can
they're guilty as hell, and they continue
can
they continue, even though they're being called out, they continue in the wickedness. Look at what going on
can
in Venezuela, they continue in the wickedness. The scripture said that you are a proud man. So the more you act like this, Esau, is the more you condemn yourself and make yourself what? Make it evident that you are the devil that the Bible speaks of. You are the wicked that the
can
Bible speaks of. You are the liar that the Bible speaks of. You are the hypocrite
can
that the Bible speaks of.
can. That's your point. Yeah, you understand? So these are things that we highlighting where you did. And it's fact. It is fact. It's not we making it up. It is fact. You understand? Look at the whole of the Southwest. How you Edomites get the whole of the Southwest? The land that belongs to the tribe of Issachar, which is known as so-called Mexican. How you get that? You came in and you was warring against them, right? You was, and then when you conquer them, you tell them, hey, you give them a certain time to become American citizen or leave. This you did. This you did to the so-called native tribes. This what you did. You understand? You come and take their land by violence. You rape the women. You put the men to death. You put the women to death. You take their land, and then tell them they gotta accept being American citizen or leave. These is things that read down in history. You understand? So these is things that you gotta pay for. Hey, the power that created heaven and earth is a power of judgment. He's a power of judgment. And he's saying what will happen to you, Edomites. And the Most High have a messenger to tell you this message, because the Most High not gonna come down here to tell you devil that. This is a filthy piece of place. And hey, none of we can behold the beauty of the Most High. The Most High is a consuming fire. Everything gonna burn the hell up. So the Most High letting his servants know, who's the Hebrew Israelite, we are the Most High servant. Tell these devil, tell 2/3 of our people, tell these other heathen nation, tell the elect. Right? So this is what we're doing. You know?
This is Hosea chapter 12, verse 10. I have also spoken by the prophet, and I have multiplied visions, and used similitude by the ministry of the prophet.
Son. Son. So hey, this is just business, Esau.
I'm gonna continue.
Yeah, can. This is same Edomite woman who said this was written long before it happened, which she should correct. Should correct with that.
Prophecy.
Because it's prophecy.
Tell before
You
time.
understand? Exactly.
I speak. Or tell.
Good. Good.
White? Don't assume people's ethnicity just because what they're looking like.
So, okay, well, I'm going to give you one more chance. I'm going to give you guys one more chance. Will you disavow those comments where they said those white kids deserve to have their intestines strewn? Will you disavow that?
This
This
is your answer.
book
Go
of
ahead.
Revelation, chapter 13, verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword
Will you? So you think that's okay if they're white?
must be killed.
Is that okay?
God said you guys must be killed with the sword.
So you're saying the white people must be killed with a sword?
This is King James 6:11 Bible. That's what
You guys think anything's wrong with that? Murder? Is that okay?
you think it's
No, slavery is not okay. It was never okay. Well, why would you combat it with this thing? So you're gonna do that to white people?
the Bible? Yeah.
Does Esau show anybody mercy? Did Esau show Saddam Hussein mercy? Did Esau show Gaddafi mercy? Did Esau show Bin Laden mercy? Right? Is Esau gonna show Maduro mercy? No. Is it okay to combat it? The scripture said eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. That is justice.
That's right.
That is justice.
That's
Right?
right.
Most High is a power of justice.
That's right.
This is like,
Yeah.
because the scripture says they are ignorant of the righteousness of the Most High. Right?
Good.
This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 8, verse 7. If a man love righteousness, her labors are virtue. For she teaches temperance, which means restraint, and prudence, which means carefulness, and justice. When you look at the word justice, is what fairness. So what the understanding that we have of the scriptures is that it's a just thing. If you rape, rob, murder, slaughtered us, you stole us from our land and dropped us off into our next land, right? Guess what? All this must be done back onto you. you must feel the same pain. You must feel the same hurt. And guess what? Your party's all up in a twist about it, but hey, guess what? It's justice. Right? It's not your will, but the most high will be done.
Done.
So live it up, Esau. You live it up. What you should be more focused on is going in a tan, right? Going on the beach, be a whore, right? Go them parties, be in the orgies, do all that wicked shit that you're accustomed doing. Lying before beasts, right? All
Yeah.
them shit that you're accustomed doing, you go ahead and you do it. Live it up. Right? But prepare, but know that the Lord says prepare sort of for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, because you benefited from off the slavery. You benefited from off of us building your kingdom. Your Edomites didn't make America great. Your Edomites didn't build America. It's Jake who built America. When you go into the history of who built them skyscrapers in New York, it was Reuben and God swinging off of them beams with no harness. You know? Fearless. It was Reuben and God doing that for you. Who built the interest? Hey, we were your slaves. We built your city. It wasn't no great Edomite engineers or architects. It was Jake. Jake is the former of all things. Jake is the salt of the earth. Right? When
Done.
you go back to the innovation, to the etymology of all these innovations, there's Jake behind them. But you, through your cunningness, the scripture said the serpent was more subtle than any creature, right?
Done.
A synonym for subtle is what? To be cunning, to be crafty, to be sly, to be shrewd, right? You through your cunningness of what? Patterns and copyrights, right? By signing shit onto your name. That's how you get it. You are everything on earth, but your damn self, which is what? The Edomite devil, the Edomite liar. The scripture says what? The wicked are estranged from the womb, they are estranged from righteousness. As soon as they be born, forth speaking what? Lies. Right? This is what you're doing here is lies. You're trying to portray us as being wicked. You are the wicked ones. One all we asking for is justice. We don't want reparation to the former FRN. FRN can't do anything for us. Because without FRN, without that FRN, the people who don't have FRN, you're not going to give how much of a billion Israelites a spectacle. As a matter of fact, you don't know who's all the Israelites. Because the scripture said that Israel is a speckled bird. And the scripture says that in the 9 and 7, it says that we are to us, it's what confusion of faces. We look like the different nations that we scattered abroad, but our spirit bears witness that we are the sons of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Because we desire peace, we desire righteousness, but you desire war, you desire death, you desire hell, you desire hardship. In your heart desires that you must be on top and everybody else must suffer. You're that wicked stepbrother, that wicked evil brother, right? Or sister, right? The one that like when you sit down quiet, eating your food or a snack, that come kick over your plate and push your head in the mud, right? You're that wicked child, right? That's who are Esau. You don't desire peace, you don't desire love, you don't desire fruitfulness, you desire destruction. Without destruction, the scripture says you meditate upon your beds, you're meditating wickedness, right? And the power is in your hand. The power is in your hand that when you get up in the next day that you can call the shot and it happens, right? What you're going to try to do, because the scripture says that the enemy is going to come in like a flood, right? You're going to come in to try to persecute the children of Israel. But at the same time, Yahweh is going to come to deliver, and you're going to see true power. All the might, all the military might, all the so-called wisdom, knowledge, all the knowledge that you're supposed to have. You're supposed to be the wisest. The scripture says you are the wisest, wiser than Daniel, right? All the wisdom that you have. The scripture says, is there wisdom in T1? Is there wisdom? You don't have wisdom to know that you're touching the Lord's anointed, that He's going to require it. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, is going to require it. He's going to require the blood at your hand, and He's going to come and try to shed more blood. The Most High Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to destroy. You're going to slay some of the saints. We know this, and our hearts and our minds are prepared for this, right? But guess what? The dead in Yahweh Shai are going to rise first, and guess what? Just like Yahweh Shai was in his heart, he was killed, but yet 2 days ago. Right? He was persecuted yet 2 days ago, and he's coming back with vengeance. He said he's not going to meet thee as a man. Destruction and death is prepared for you. Don't care what you say. He said, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. Right? I just want to play some here, and we have some precepts lined up. So I'm going to cry.
That's right. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 16, verse 13. He said, the sinner shall not escape with his spoil, and he said, and the pestilent and the patient of the godly shall not be frustrated. Make way for every good. He said, make way for every work of mercy, for every man shall find according to his works. You understand that Esau didn't make a way. He didn't make way for every works of mercy. He didn't do that. You understand? He showed no mercy. He's a merciless man. You understand? So your judgment can be with what? Without mercy. This is James chapter 2, verse 13. For he shall have judgment without mercy that had shown no mercy, and mercy rejoice against judgment. You understand? So this is what I'm to you, you Edomites. Because you didn't make every way for mercy. You showed no one mercy. Look, we did to Haman, right? Which is so-called Japanese with Yogashima. Look, we did to them. They surrender, and you drop a bomb on them. So you didn't show no mercy. All these things that you gotta pay for all these things. You understand? Your whole system designed to destroy the Hebrew Israelites. You know, but this little Betty here, this little piece of shit here, she don't know that. But they don't exempt she. They don't exempt she. You understand? She can be destroyed. Right? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Read the scripture. I think it was Ecclesiastes 16 and 13. It says, the sinner shall not escape with his spoils, and the patient of the godly shall not be frustrated. That was the scripture, right?
Son.
And then look at the word frustrate. It says what? To disappoint, to thwarted, having a feeling of filled with frustration or dissatisfied. Right? To be what? To be discouraged, to be cramped. You're not going to discourage us. Betty.
Son.
Betty. Like Betty and Hulk. You're not going to frustrate us. To be stymied, to be crimped, to be foiled, to be boiled, disheartened. No, we know what our power says. Our power says that the kingdom of heaven is prepared for us. Right? Now we about to regain rulership, to be the head and you be the tail. You're the most hated amongst the nation. Right? You're the most hated amongst the nation. You can't get along with no nation. Show me one nation that really loves Esau. Show me one nation. No nation really loves Esau because Esau oppressed each and every nation.
Right?
I'm run the flame.
Word of God. God says you are going to be killed. You're saying these horrible things that are making.
Before slavery, so you can't even interpret that to slavery. This was written way before slavery. This was written way before slavery.
This is so ridiculous.
This did not say, read Revelation 13, verse 9 again. They're hard of hearing. People obviously don't have ears. Right. Okay, so we're not reading anyway for the people that do have ears. Sir.
Wait, let me ask you something. Does he deserve to die because he's white? Does he deserve to die? Guys, does he deserve to die? Does he deserve to die?
God said
does he deserve to die?
To be
does he deserve to die? So what are you guys doing out here? You're preaching the word, but you don't have the balls to do it yourself. You don't have the balls to do it yourself.
Right. During the slave trade, read, first be killed with the sword.
All right, guys. So what we have here is a bunch of black people saying that white people deserve to die. White people, absolutely. How is that not racist?
It is racist.
So you're admitting it.
Absolutely racist.
Why is that okay? It is not okay to say people deserve to die. No, I can deal with whoever I want to. You guys are advocating for murder. That's disgusting.
Our question.
You're saying I deserve to die. Oh my God, this is why we should have guns.
You see that perpetual hatred right there? Oh my God, this is why we should have guns. I got put
Yeah,
for hatred.
there's the
When,
power
when,
too.
yeah, come on. When they put underneath that pressure, they draw for the blessing, right? Now when the Lord say he won't spare none of these women neither. He gonna put judgment on them.
Gun.
We should have guns. Holy
Hell,
God,
answer our questions. We
you're
are
saying
not
I
going
deserve to
answer
die.
your
You're
questions.
oh my God, this is why we should have guns. Holy
Hell, what do you want to get? No, prepare slaughter for his children. You are the children of your forefathers that put in a lot of work to do this to the
so I deserve to die because I'm white. So I deserve to die because I'm white. I deserve do I deserve to die? Do I deserve to die? Do I deserve to die? All right.
Prepare your people.
I think you guys are a bunch of that's what you are. All right. These guys are a bunch of holy stand behind a microphone. You guys are gonna do by yourselves. All right, yeah, all right. This is a toxic masculinity.
You feel he's not trying to incite carnality.
Gun.
He's trying to incite carnality because that's what it is. They cannot people, right? They don't straight up. They don't say what?
I got precept.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 32:7. The instrument also of the churl are evil. Right? The churl go back to a treacherous or a malicious man, which is your Edomite. Your instruments are evil. Right? It said, he devised wicked device to destroy the poor with lying words. And this way being doing from since he came back into power. Right? With your devices. One of your main devices you're coming with is the RFID microchip. Right? Planned Parenthood is one of your devices, right? GMO food is one of your devices. Fluoride in the water is one of your devices. You understand? Mercury in the vaccine of children, flu shot, all these things is your devices to destroy the poor with lying word. Oh, you need a flu shot. You don't need no flu shot. You understand? Right? You need to build up your immune system. You need to eat right. You need to repent from your sins, you Israelites. Right? So these is this man device, right? So he said the instrument also of the churl are evil. He devised wicked device to destroy the poor with lying word. He said even when the needy speak upright, so the needy is these brothers who do the work of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, sincerity and truth. You understand? So what they're doing? They're not gonna hear this. Esau the deaf adder. Esau not gonna hear this one. She not hearing that. You understand? Because she was sent to do what she's doing. You understand? She was sent to do it because it's prophecy. It is prophecy. This is the two main character, right? In the Mosai movie, where Jacob is the star and Esau is the bad guy. You were created to be the devil. You understand? That's the truth. Right? You understand?
Yeah, another one of the devices is what I just pointed out. That's what the World Health Organization, the FDA, you know, all these regulatory systems of the US.
Devices, yeah.
Right? They're evil. You know?
Look out! Do you think these men are very manly, saying that white people deserve to die?
No, actually, I've watched your videos before. So.
Do you agree with them that white people deserve to die? How crazy is that? So we can recognize that slavery is wrong, but that doesn't mean that we should be advocating to murder people based on their skin.
Yeah, of course.
Do you think I deserve to die because I'm white?
No.
That's what they're preaching.
You're beautiful.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Just hear the devil say. The devil said, we recognize that slavery was wrong. Right?
Mm-hmm.
They recognize it was wrong. So if you recognize it's wrong, you gotta pay for it.
Exactly.
You gotta pay for it. You recognize what's wrong, so they have consequences.
Yeah.
So it come with consequences. You gotta go back into slavery. and then you can be exterminated after 1,000 years of slavery. There's the judgment for putting your hand on the Most High heritage.
Yeah, you hypocrite. You say you
Exactly.
recognize that you don't want to be judged. You say you recognize that you don't want to receive the judgment. You know what you're doing. Oh man, this is Job 15 was 6. Thy own mouth condemneth thee, and not
Done,
I. Yea, thy own lip testify against thee. Right?
done,
We recognize that slavery was wrong. This is I'm going to bring it back again, Revelation 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. You
well,
understand?
that's justice. That's justice. That's equity.
And
That's fairness. That's fairness. You understand? That's fairness. Right? That's fairness. Right?
mhm. That's all. Let's get a push that real quick.
Done.
This is Exodus chapter 21, verse 24. Eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth, hand for a hand and foot for a foot, burning for a burning and wound for a wound, strike for a strike. You understand? This is
Done.
justice. You understand? You disemboweled us. You fed our babies to sharks. You fed our
Done.
women to sharks. You threw them overboard when they was meant trust. Right? You had our babies as food. Right? It's a representation of that in the movie Goodbye Uncle Tom.
Done. I want to
You,
feel.
you use our babies as your alligator baits. Right? And now all of a sudden there's a big offense when you just think about what the Lord is going to do to your children and your people.
I want to feel.
Well,
It's Ezekiel 35 and 1. He said, moreover, the word of the Lord Yahweh, or Hashem Yahushai, came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesied against it. And there's what them Israelites doing. You understand? They're setting the face against Mount Seir and prophesied against it. Mount Seir is you so-called white people. Right? He said, and say unto it, thus said the Lord Yahweh, power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I
oh,
will stretch you. Yeah,
well,
this is Ezekiel 35, verse 3. And say unto it, thus said the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hands against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy city waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, I mean a continual hatred,
yeah, we read about
right?
like Amos 1 and 11. You know,
Can,
from when we were
can,
at Petra, when we was in that captivity, I think it was in when they said raise it. I think that was the Babylonian Assyrian captivity.
yeah, it was can.
Yeah, you said raise it.
Can,
You know, in other words, erase Jacob.
can. Destroy it.
Yeah, you all had that perpetual hatred from then until you all became in the power. See, as the Greek
Can,
and then the Romans, right? Go ahead. Up to now, you're in the power seat and you're still haters. No pity.
can,
You will still see yourselves as superior, knowing that we
can,
are the and the promised seed, knowing that we are the chosen, right?
can,
You'll abhor your brother. You'll hate your own mother's son, right? You're broke the brotherly covenant. You're gonna be judged.
can,
You're not favorable in the sight of your father.
can.
Right? You're non-repentant. You're evil seed. Go ahead.
These people out there, these Babylonians simple, but these people simple, right? This is Psalms 137 verse 7. Remember, O Lord Yahweh, the children of Edom, which is you so-called white people,
Done.
right? In the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, mean destroy it, destroy when the Babylonian come in and conquer us,
Done.
right? Even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. You
Done.
understand? So this is what's called justice. This is equity, it's justice. As your
Done.
brother read just now, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. This is how the Most High is judged.
Done.
You understand? Verse 9, happy shall he be that take it and dash it thy little one against the stone. Where you did our infant, the Most High can do back to y'all infant.
Done.
You understand?
Or
So
wood,
back in
or maize. I mean, I was just looking about the slavery sign last night, and it's like they had like three Israelites without hands, pulling up there. There's four hands. You know, they chopped off their hands.
time,
You know, and one of them
time,
was a woman. One of them was a woman. So the same is going to be done back onto Esau. It says
time,
Isaiah 34 and 5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, I shall come down upon Idumea. Idumea is the Greek way of saying what? Esau, Edom, and
time,
upon the people of my curse to judgment. The most I curse your forefather Cain, right? But you going to receive the judgment of Cain. But the Most High doesn't judge one man, he judges the whole nation, right? The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with the fatness and the blood of the lambs and the goats and the fat of the kidneys of rams. The Lord Yahweh Shai had a sacrifice in Bozrah, right? And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, right? So that's just Edomite place. America represents Edom and Esau. All the concrete, all the profanity, all the abomination is all Esau. We are captives in a foreign land. And you know, in my mother psalm, they say, how shall we sing our master song in a strange land? Right? You're wicked as hell. And you all want us to be sedated and drink that Kool-Aid? Drink that Kool-Aid of democracy? The hell with your democracy? Death to America and death to Esau. But what
time,
about?
time,
But what la Idumea? But what la Isashwa?
time.
Right? Let me just finish off the video.
I must bring this here too because this is what it was doing too.
That's weird hearing how
This is this wicked one Antiochus Epiphany, this Edomite, right? This is Maccabees chapter 1 verse and this really you see Esau is just a bastard child. You know, he just want you forget the wickedness that he do. And this nigga not gonna stop.
And he not forgetting anybody else's iniquity. He not forgetting nobody else's iniquity.
Yeah. Because when you break a red light, trust me, a mail coming in your mailbox. And if you don't pay, it's coming for you. Right? First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 57. And whosoever was found with any the book of the testament, or if any consent to the law, the king's commandment was that they should be put to death. And this is what Antiochus do to our people, right? When they rent our books, burn them, and if they found anyone in the Israelite with these books are keeping the laws, the judgment was being put to death. So all these things you Edomites got to pay for, right? Thus they did by their authority unto the Israelites every month to as many as were found in the city, right? It said, let me jump to verse 60. It said, at which time, according to the commandments, they put to death certain women that had caused their children to be circumcised, and they hung the infant about their necks, and rifled their house, and slew them that had circumcised them. So yeah, you devils gotta pay for these things. So you kill the women, you hang the infants by the neck, and you slew the men them that circumcised, and this is a righteous thing. This is our custom. It's a righteous thing. You understand? This is what you did. So you devils got to pay for these things. You understand? That's why the Most High says, set your face against Mount Seir. Right? How come let's read verse 5 and 6? Baba Kasha. This is Ezekiel 35, verse 5. Because thou had a perpetual hatred and had shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, thus said the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee, since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. You understand? And this is what I'm to you, devil. It is written. Your judgment already written. So it does the Most High reading out here now. The Most High let you know your judgment before you bring it on you. That's all. The Most High let you know you're guilty of these transgressions, and you gotta pay for it. That's all.
This is Numbers chapter 24, verse 20. And when he looked upon Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nation, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever.
Good.
Yeah, you can't fight against that. We went and said, we drank. You have to drink now.
That's right.
Be thirsty. Quench your thirst. Drink Sprite.
California, they're quoting the Bible, saying that this is what Jesus was.
I don't believe that at all. Yeah.
Well, obviously, the Bible. I mean, if you study the Bible, I mean, Jesus says for us to love our neighbors and to really live by the golden rule, to love Him and love our neighbors. So,
As another man here, what do you think of seeing these grown men telling a woman like myself that I deserve to die because I'm white?
I think they're pretty immature, and I think they're got the devil in them. Yeah, that's what I think. They're holding a picture right now of Christ with devil horns. I don't know if you saw that.
Maybe very wrongly. Yeah.
The love of Christ would never do this. He loves his people. He would never tell you to die. He would love you to him, not say that you're going to die and going to slavery. He freed us from our sins.
Yeah.
Esau true. Yeah, Esau true. You understand? Esau, Esau, you true, Esau. Hey, Yahweh shall love Israel. You understand? Yahweh shall lay down his life for the children of Israel. Read Acts 5:39. You understand? So like Acts chapter, I think it's Acts chapter 5, verse 30. Right? And make sure I quote the right precept. You understand? Yahweh shall die for his people. He didn't die for you, Edomites. Right? You understand? Acts chapter 5, verse 29 and 30 and 31. You understand? Right? This who Yahweh shall die for. His people. Right? But she said Jesus not gonna kill nobody. Right? Roughly paraphrasing what she say. Right? And this is what Yahweh shall say. Right? This is Luke chapter 19. Right? Right? I know like my brother like he get cut off there, I know. Right? This is Luke chapter 19, verse 27. But those my enemy, which would not that I should reign over them, bring thither, lay them before me. You understand? They can get cut off.
No, I was hearing you.
Oh, God. Yeah, so hey, Yahushua said, those my enemy that I should not reign over them, bring thither and slay them before me. And this is in the red writing in Luke 19:27.
Yeah, so
these Edomites don't know what's going on. These people are imbecile. You understand? They don't have a clue going on, but they're gonna be destroyed because they hate us. You understand? They hate us. They're not listening to what the brothers them say. They're not listening to these things, but they come to spew them madness. No, Esau, you've been found out. The Most High make your beard. You understand? So hey, you can't hide yourself no more. Esau is nowhere more you can run. You've been on the run for a long time. You understand?
Done.
You people
It says,
can't escape. You have to pay for it.
yeah,
You
come.
understand?
It says, you said, oh, she said, uh, the Lord forgive us for our sins, right? Well, you
Yeah.
clarify that there's Edomites, right? But guess what? Let me dance with the devil a little bit. So even if he did forgive you from your sins, and if you were an Israelite, or your the nation of Esau and Edom was the true Jews, right? Did he give you permission to continue sinning? Because you continue killing people. You continue killing and putting the earth on the what? You continue to destroy the earth. You just continue
And,
to destroy people that bring forth fruit. You continue to put the nations, especially the nation of Israel, in oppression. You continue to destroy the chosen people and the most high. Right? This is Sirach chapter 5, verse 5, concerning propitiation. And when you look at the word propitiation, it means that we're in favor. And this is what you're doing. You putting us in a situation where we going off, right? You indoctrinated the nation and continue to indoctrinate the nation, right? Concerning false gods and false philosophies and idolatry and vanity, right? And then you go via Magi, your high priest, and everybody to the left hand side, and you accuse us before the Father, Yahweh. And you say, look, this is your chosen people. This is the people that you consider to be above all people. Look at them, look at their state, look at their disobedience, right? So concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin, right? So even if you were the Israelites, you adding sin unto sin. Not because your sin is forgiven, means that you're going to go ahead committing sin freely and without consequence. It says, and say not, his mercy is great, he will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation rested upon sinners. Right? And ultimately, your work is a work of sin. But you are not the children. You're not the children that was given the law to be judged by. You're going to be judged because of your atrocities, but which ultimately are sin. Let me put it that way, right? But it's the laws was given to the nation of Israel, and a transgression of the law is sin, right? So you're doing wickedness, which will fall under the umbrella of sin, right?
done. This is Proverbs chapter 17, verse 9. He said, he that covereth a transgression seeketh love. And this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to cover the transgression to seek love. You understand?
Since they just told me to my face that.
Well,
Yeah. Proverbs chapter 17, verse 9. He said, he that covereth a transgression seeketh love, but he that repented a matter separate very friend. So they're trying to cover the transgression, but they can't cover it. And there's no love. There is no love for you, you devils, because love worketh no ill to his neighbor. You understand?
son. Hey, it says Psalms chapter 2. This is Psalm chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heaven shall laugh. He that sitteth in heaven shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion, right? Which is Israel, which is these men that you see out here. Some of us are the elect. I will declare the decree of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai had said unto me, thou art my son, this day I have begotten thee. He said, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for an inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, and shalt dash them in pieces like the potter's vessel.
Correct.
Right? Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai with fear, and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and he perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled. But a little blessed are all they that put their trust in him. And this is what these men doing. We on the highways and byways, and these men here that stand up strictly for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, no matter whatever um how to say, whatever slyness Esau coming with to try to demonize us and make us look like we're doing something wrong. We're not doing anything wrong. We're just calling out your judgment. As Brother Yahweh has been saying from the beginning, you're calling out your judgment. This is your rap sheet. And why we call it judgment, your self portraying of yourself being the devil you're just confirming the words that you are the people that are going to be judged. You, the congregation there that is agreeing with you, right? You're going to be judged. And just finishing off the video up.
Good.
That I deserve to die because I'm white. Do you think this is a very good argument why people should carry a firearm to defend themselves? Yes.
I think everyone has the constitutional right to carry a firearm. I think it's wrong and against the Constitution to have laws like we have in California.
I love it. Great.
For the sins of your forefathers.
This is Genesis chapter 27, right? Verse 14. And by the sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass that when thou shalt have dominion, that thou shalt break the yoke from off his neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, and then will I slay my brother Jacob.
Damn pig dweller, damn wicked ass people. God said to prepare your butt for slaughter today for the crimes of your forefathers. What the hell is wrong with you, man? Read on, read on.
You guys are the biggest I've ever seen in my life. Holy No, you don't have the balls to carry it out by yourself. You want to hide behind the word of God. You're telling women that are white they deserve to die. Biggest I've ever seen. Holy Remember, we are listener supported. We don't get that.
I appreciate it. It's not true. This is Lamentation chapter 4 verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. So the Most High telling you, so wife will rejoice and be glad, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup which is slavery also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. Thy punishment is accomplished, O daughter of Zion, which is you Israelites, right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, confusion of faces, Israelites scattered among these heathen, right? He will no more carry thee away into captivity. So we not ever again going back to no captivity. We're gonna rule perpetually, right? Under our Lord Yahweh Shai, right? Right? He said, he will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins, and this is what's going on right now. The Most High visit iniquity, and he discovering your sins, your transgressions, the things that you did on the earth. You people are the devil of the Bible speak up. So the Most High discovering your sins, and this is what's going on right now. You understand? So the simpleton gonna listen to she and follow she and be all kind of emotional and yeah, we shouldn't kill people. What happened to the Hebrew Israelites? What happened to the so-called Negroes, the so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native American Indians? Where's the justice to us? We need justice, right? And there's a power in the heaven whose name is Yahweh, and his son name is Yahweh. There is a power of justice.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah.
This is Job 18 and Psalm 5. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. The gin shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Right? You see, because all these things, she being an agent provocateur coming out there and trying to demonize the Israelites, trying to make it seem as though that what we're saying is so bad and so evil and so all these different however she's coming is a trap and a snare because Esau's going to use that to come against the elect, right? To come and put us into captivity, put us in what martial law camp. You should just say someone is going to be put into jail 10 days. That just means a point of time, a season, right? Some of us going to be put to death, be martyrs for Yahushai. Yahushai say, right? But that trap and that snare is set not for us but for you. Because you're going to have to be judged for what you do to the Lord's elect. Right? You're going to be judged for what you do to the apple of the Lord's eye, his Baba in the Hebrew. Right? His chosen vessel. Right? His special seed, his peculiar people, his prophets, his voice, his mouthpiece, his ambassadors. You don't kill the ambassador. When you kill the ambassador, you what? You call him for war. But the ambassador just came to drop a message in peace. Right? It says, the snare is laid for him in the ground and trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten and destruction shall be ready at his side. And when actually you are afraid, Esau, that's why you're coming at us now. Because from since 2007, you have been on the internet. Starting with the apostles and elders of GMS, right? They had other camps before. Nathan, he was out there first. I think he said JCC was out there before too. But what the truth started to flourish when GMS came on with Millstone, right? That was the spiritual name given to the movement, right? The truth started to flourish, right? Because out of this house, which is the house of David, right? The house of David being reborn, the temple, the third temple being rebuilt. Out of this house came the knowledge of truth. Who gave homage to what? To their forefathers and the men who was before them, who labored and who was given the spirit of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. King Masha, High Priest Arya, High Priest Yaquab, Abba Bibbins, right? This is where these men are being renowned, are being remembered. In honor, the scripture says, give double honors unto those that are worthy of the double honor, who labor in bringing forth this truth. And this is where you see these men have labored, right? These men have labored and bring forth what knowledge and truth and understanding. The Holy Spirit is working through these men, right? Diligence. It says, his strength shall be hunger bitten and destruction shall be ready at his side. So be prepared to be destroyed. And this is what the men of the Lord is saying, that Esau is going to be destroyed. Right? He's going to be put into slavery, but the majority of the Edomites, they're going to be destroyed with the thermonuclear holocaust. Some by famine, some by pestilence, some by martial law camps, some by lasers of the chariots. But you're going to be destroyed. But the elites are you're going to be the first batch of slaves to build the kingdom of heaven, to build Jerusalem for 1,000 years. You're going to be whipped. You're going to be, as you said, disemboweled, right? Your woman, some of you will give the orders. For all women to be raped. All women was raped in front of husbands, in front of children, their children, and then spit back out to the loved ones. Some families will split up. Right? All these things is going to happen back to you in righteousness. Right? It says, verse 13, it shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors, Yahushai, the destroyer. It shall dwell in his tabernacle because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation, as the ICBMs. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. He shall be driven out from light into darkness, and chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining of his dwellings. The Most High is going to eradicate Babylon, which is America, right? And then your root, which is your heritage. You're not going to bring forth seed upon seed. You're not going to encompass this land anymore. This earth, this earth, or you come in, right? You're not going to encompass the earth anymore. We're not going to have any need for wickedness after that 1,000 years. You're going to be eradicated. That spirit, the Most are going to put it back into what, or mingle it amongst the other nations. The apostle said, probably the Hamites or whatever, right? But you're going to come back reprogrammed. You're not going to have the one for that Edomite wicked man. That's wicked sword. Israel would have learned the judgment. They would have learned judgment. Sorry, they would have learned judgment.
Right.
It says, he shall neither have a son or nephew among his people, nor any remaining of his dwellings. They that come after him shall be astonished at his day, as they that went before were frightened. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not the Most High. Because you're going to come back. You all have been left leaving your what? Inheritance that you got by what? Deceit. You've been leaving it from generation to generation unto your own self. You have your will and the testimony and the estate, you leave it for yourself, so you keep on coming back. It's like how the Egyptians believe that they will come back in reincarnation, so they bury themselves with what? In the pyramids and the temples with what? All the gold and all the different physical or carnal things that they had, they would bury themselves with the treasures. So that when they come back in the different incarnations, they will come back into their own wealth. Right? But you all leave it to yourselves, right? You leave your estate to yourself and to your name. The scripture says that that you'll believe that your houses will endure forever. So you leave your name, you leave your estates, and you continue passing it down to yourself from generation to generation. And what happens is that they keep on coming back, but you're going to be astonished because when you come back, you're going to come back with whips on your back and our foot at your necks. You understand? You're going to come back low and not high, not exalted. You're going to come back in the dust. You're going to come back in derision. You're going to come back in the position where you deserve to be, below, as a brute beast. You're not even going to be a cunning hunter. You're going to be a feeble slave. Right?
Yeah, so hey, you might convex how much you want. That's your judgment. You get to pay for your works. Right? Let's got one more before we close. Have you anything more there?
Nah, what?
This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. It says, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. So you so-called white people, Esau is the progenitor of you so-called white people. You are a profane people, right? Me outside the temple. You understand? Right? This is why your vibration is confusion. Right? It's who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright, for he know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears. So there's no forgiveness to you Edomites. There's no repentance. You're going to get the full blood to slavery, which is 1,000 years, which is Revelation 18, chapter 18, right? And after the 1,000 years, Obadiah verse 18, you devils are going to be eradicated, and we telling you a judgment. So as Lamentation say 4 and 21, rejoice and be glad. So enjoy it. This is your heaven. Enjoy it. Forget, don't come out and try to debate and try to come and spread your madness. You, Esau, you don't control the narrative anymore. You judgment being read out. You understand? And we're going to left next to it to get carnal. This is why she said we need to get guns. Yeah, that's all they're going to do. They're going to tap into their blessing, which is the sword. But what? The spirit of the Lord will lift up a standard. Right? So you Edomite true. You are finished. This is the end of your rulership. This is the end of your rulership. You finished. Prepare for slavery. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, prepare for slavery. Prepare for slavery and prepare for your land to be destroyed. Prepare for them missiles to create the biggest barbecue. The biggest
God.
barbecue. You know, you have to pick a nigga, the barbecue. Most high gonna
God.
barbecue your ass with 200 million missiles. Right? So with that, we give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Harakakodash, the belong to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and salutation to the elect, Virgin scattered across the four corners of the planet Earth. Right? So what to the active money coming board, peace and safety to your family, Shalom.
God. Shalom.